Hey guys, I want to talk to you real quick about breaking generational curses. Because if you're like me, we're not just getting with people to fill that void like our parents did. Most people just get together, get into relationships to try to fill that void, but that void's not going to be filled because you haven't made peace with God and by faith alone in Jesus Christ. Most people just get together, have sex, make babies, and then perpetuate the generational curses because, for one thing, without having peace with God and having clarity of the gospel and of this world and knowing what the truth is, because believing is seeing and seeing is knowing, and it's like clear as day for us to understand that these generational curses just keep going on because people don't want to see the hard truth or speak about it. People are looking to fill a void with other people and then perpetuate the generational curses by having babies, and then the father's not there for the kid, and then the kid gets raised up without any leadership or any future direction in life because he has nobody to show him the way. Nobody has to show that child that getting a job, working hard is gonna help you succeed in life and is the key. You know what I mean? Like, none of us, for the most part, a lot of us didn't have any type of leadership. We didn't have somebody there to show us that the outcome of their hard work, that it actually is worth it. A lot of us were just out in the streets. Like, I grew up in the projects as a kid, and it's like, those were actually some of the best times of my life. But anyway, being a kid was great, and then when you grow up, you realize as your siblings have kids and the father's not there for them and the mother's really not there for them either because of people have drug problems, trauma issues. We all have problems. I'm not here to say I'm better than anybody because I know that I'm not. I'm not here to say that I don't have issues because we all have problems in life. Life's going to deal what it's going to deal. So for us, it's like we get wise enough to understand that people are not going to fill that void. Only God, in the name of Jesus Christ, can fill that void. Jesus Christ is the only way, truth, and life. So having this clarity and understanding, if you're anything like me, you grew up in a dysfunctional family that didn't have a father figure around. And then you look at, for me, I look at my family having kids, and it's like their mother isn't a part of their lives. And it's really sad. They have to go live with their grandparents because they've never done the inner work. They never asked the questions. They never sat with themselves in silence and in that turmoil and darkness and grew. They never took God serious. They never took the gospel serious, and it's like we're all in a process of sanctification, so it's like none of us are perfect. I admit that I deserve to go to hell and that I continually sin, and through that you get more clarity of why Jesus died for us and how much we truly do need God. Like, it's not in perfection, but it's in our fallen state, understanding that what Jesus Christ has done for us, he has completely destroyed sin, death, and the devil. And Jesus Christ tells us in John chapter 16 and verse 9 of sin because they believe not on me. So breaking these generational curses, not looking for people to fill these kind of voids, it's pretty clear to me to see and to understand. Most people are just perpetuating the generational curses because they're not willing to be alone. They're not willing to be an outcast, be the underdog. You know, most people just want conformity. They're just trying to fit in with everybody. They want to be liked. They want to be respected by everybody. They want to be understood by everybody. But on this path through the wilderness in life, you're only going to be respected by the few, and that's all right. You only want the true, genuine people to be on your side and walking on the same path. You know what I mean? We're not looking to validate people's illusions. You know what I mean? People are delusional because they don't want to believe, they don't have a desire for the truth, and that's really their biggest problem. And that's what separates us from them. We truly have a desire for the truth. We truly have a yearning and a longing to know the truth, and that led us to Jesus Christ because he's the only way, truth, and life. And once we came to that understanding and realization, we have clarity. You know, it's like believing is seeing and seeing is knowing. We know the truth. We believe this. We believe the truth. We see the truth. We know the truth by faith alone in Jesus Christ alone. Breaking generational curses. So thanks. God bless you guys.